Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. What's good, y'all? So we're gonna pick back up from our previous video, where we had talked about what's his name, Joe Budden and his crew. The whole podcast was having a conversation about Kendrick Lamar, pretty much downplaying and calling him a Grammy darling, trying to downplay his work. Pretty much tired of him winning and saying he needed to get to the back of the line for someone else to win or for someone else to shine. So we're gonna react to my humble opinion. So be sure to check him out. So shout out to him. So we're gonna play this out.
Teague has sparked a lot of conversation and controversy online. Somebody said, yo, it's so funny seeing the bots find out in real time that Joe never liked Kendrick and only acted like he did so Drake could lose the battle.
Not necessarily. At first, Joe Budden was giving Kendrick Lamar his props for the win. Well, prior before the battle, I felt everyone was against Kendrick Lamar. They thought Drake was gonna come because I guess in their eyes he was the bigger star, he was more famous, had more fans, whatever, right? To me, I never thought that. I knew from the start if those two ever went at it, there was no chance for Drake. But the media thought otherwise. And but Joe, after the battle, he saw how everything went. Kendrick came and whooped this nigga ass. So they was kissing Kendrick ass, right? He wanted Kendrick to come to his show. But apparently Kendrick never came. So I'm starting to feel that's when the hate started after the whole Super Bowl, the whole Grammys. He gave Kendrick his props when it was popular. Now there's like a hate train happening right now towards Kendrick Lamar. So they trying to jump on that. And I see a lot of hate from his podcast and his crew and him specifically as well, talking down on Kendrick Lamar, which I don't like that shit. So yeah, he's been hating. He's been hating on the low.
Somebody else.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't think Joe has any issue with Kendrick. I think Joe likes Kendrick. I think he probably has a pretty good professional relationship with him. But I also think
Kendrick Lamar don't have any professional relationship with Joe. I'm sorry, he don't.
I think Joe is more concerned about clicks and views. And so a lot of his comments can go either way based on that. But I don't agree that Joe don't like Kendrick. I don't think he likes Drake. That's for sure. I think that's already been.
Joe loves Drake low key. He hates Drake from time to time. And because he's against Drake from time to time, because for his personal reasons. But deep down, he loves Drake and he loves Drake's music more than he loves Kendrick music. Let's just be honest.
Established.
Said Joe only shifted to Kendrick because Doechii came out like, yo, what's good? He had to stop greasy talking her and go back to Kendrick. Another fan posted this clip from last year of Joe saying that he wants to get a hug from Kendrick.
Kendrick Lamar, the universe is going to bring us together.
You want that hug so bad?
Because I believe in the power of the universe. I was supposed to just go to the pop-out show like you did and get my hug. I need this transfer.
And they posed a question asking, yo.
And that never happened. He wanted to hug Kendrick. He wanted to hug Kendrick and feel Kendrick energy and transfer bodies of energy. That never happens. And Joe has been pissed ever since. Ever since. He's mad as fuck.
Is Joe upset because he never got his hug from
Yes.
Kendrick? Now,
He might
the
be.
president of TDE punched TDE himself had to come out and weigh in on the recent hate towards Kendrick and his camp. Punch posted this dialogue he had with somebody from his camp or somebody close to him. The name of the person is redacted. You guys can fill in the blanks on who you guys think this is. I think this is Kendrick, but I could be wrong. Punch asked the person, yo, like, when did y'all become so hated? The person who shall not be named said, yo, if you keep winning, you see it. Then Punch says, ah, I see. Now, again, I posed this question to you guys earlier in the video. What can we consider as fair critique and what can we consider as hating? GNX, the album, was ineligible last year for a Grammy. Those Grammys he won this year were for Not Like Us. So obviously for next year, if Kendrick Lamar's GNX is up against other albums and people feel like the quality of GNX is still better than other albums, I'm sure Kendrick Lamar is not going to turn down any Grammy wins. It's not my fault that I put out this amazing song,
exactly.
Not Like Us, that changed the landscape of music last year. There's a lot of people that's still playing records from GNX till this day.
True.
And there's also people out there that have no clue Chance the Rapper put out an album this year. I think when you use the...
That's exactly right. And I'm still playing GNX. Nobody is not... I'm not going to say nobody. Not a lot of people. I have not heard a lot of people playing Chance. I'm sorry. I have not.
Term Grammy darling, it kind of takes away from the work and quality of music that Kendrick put into GNX.
It ain't kinda, it does. And I'm gonna tell you what else makes it look like hating though, is when you will champion and loud and all of that and cheerlead for somebody like Drake who's put out his fast food music for the last umpteen years, you know, and then when he gets washed in a battle and it's shown that a lot of this really wasn't even him and he can't repeat it. When you champion that after seeing like the result of the person who actually did this to him, and you can't at the same time champion the fact that here's a man who's had and I'm talking about Kendrick now, who's had not only had a strong career, but who can move in and out how he wants, when he wants. Every time he jumps back in, it's impactful. And so it's one thing to say, oh, Drake been on top for this amount of time, but look what he had to do to hold on to that for as long as he did.
Exactly. And I agree 100%. Everyone wanted the low vibration shit when Drake was at the forefront of things. So everybody rode that wave. And everybody wrote that wave, right? Now that Kendrick brought back balance and centered everything back, now that side is eating too. But they won't credit Kendrick for that. They don't want to credit Kendrick for that. They rather Kendrick step to the side, get in the back of the line, because he's quote unquote winning too much. What about all the OGs that's getting their shine right now? They winning too. In my eyes, they're winning too. With Drake around, it would have never happened. Because everybody was vibing to that low vibration crap. Everybody. The Lil Yachty's, Sexy Red, dirty ass, and bringing her STDs and shit. Who else? Who else was he bringing? Ice Spice, Lil Baby and all them. Those are the type of music that Drake was pushing forward. Whoever was hot, that's the music he would jump on. Right? Let me know if I'm right. Comment down below and let me know if I'm wrong or if I'm pushing it. Because when Drake was at the forefront, these lyricists and the OGs were not getting their fair due. Clips. What's that guy named Gibbs? That Gibbs guy, Freddie Gibbs, I believe that's what you call him. The he did the After 2 album. Chance, Jid, all of them are coming out. They were dropping before, don't get me wrong, but now they're at the forefront, being the lyricists that they are. That's what the people want right now. Kendrick made it look good for them to come out. And that's what a lot of us want to hear right now. Not that garbage nonsense music that was out. When Kid Out was gone for those 5 years, what happened? They quick to say that Kendrick always disappeared. He always disappears. He don't put enough music out. So when he's on a time out, why didn't they come out when Kendrick wasn't around? Why wasn't they winning when Kendrick wasn't around? Why he got to take a back seat when he's winning, when he's on top? He's leading the people the right way. He's leading the culture the right way. So I don't get it.
Not only did he had to put out music at an insane rate, he had to do it in a assembly line fashion where it ain't even about creativity no more. It's about finding who we can that can write for us, that can put together shit, get these reference tracks. We got to get this music out, make these songs, make these hits, right? That's the point it got to. But now you can't sit and champion, oh man, how great is it that a guy, or how great is this guy who, yeah, he disappears, but every time he comes out, every time he drops something, it's impactful. And yeah, while everybody might not rock with certain aspects or certain songs or certain parts of the record all the way and this and that, you can't deny, like, what other artists can you name that can go away for that long, come back and still do something like what, not only win a rap battle, but make a song during that rap battle that got these niggas fucking grinding their teeth right now?
Exactly.
That's
Nobody.
something that should be talked about more. The fact that these niggas cried for 2-3 years about Kendrick not dropping, he gets taunted, comes out and drop, beat the shit out of fucking Drake.
Yep.
Got his whole fan base fucking crying.
Beat the shit out of him. Fan base still crying.
Almost 2 years later, wins multiple awards off of it. It's crazy. Emmy Awards, all that. Drops a crazy album, and y'all got the fucking nerve to like down talk it and shit on it, talking about can we be honest, this ain't really, it ain't what he said, it ain't what we thought it was, or some shit like that. Like, if you look at what,
I'm so sick of them. That's why I haven't been putting out much, because it's like, oh, I cannot take this shit. I can't take it, because these people are so stupid.
Kendrick's been doing throughout his whole career and what he did over these last couple years or so. Name me another rapper that would have been able to do that. And you're a fucking lie if you think Drake can do anything near that, bro. But y'all allowed this fucking and champion this fucking McDonald's music they've been put out over the last 15 years, but can't even take a second to say, hey man, can we appreciate that this dude goes and comes as he pleases, but every time he comes back, it's something impactful. It's something that we talk about. It's something that resonates with people. It's something that people get. It's substantive. It's substantive.
They can't.
Like, they full of shit, man. But let's go on over here and see what Emanny is fighting with. Let's go over here and check out Emanny, because he might be having a hard time. Let's check it out. All right, so Emanny say, when I championed Kendrick for his wins, I was cool. When I gave honest opinion on how the album aged for me, I'm hating. All right, so first thing, he didn't save me. See, this is where these niggas be losing credibility. This is where these niggas be losing credibility. Like, we ain't got the fucking tapes. You didn't say me, nigga. You said us. Can we? You using we's and us's and shit. You ain't using personal pronouns. You niggas just appreciate yes men and hate real thoughts. I'll never compromise my real thoughts or feelings to be considered cool to y'all. See? Then you want to try to flip the script and make it seem like it's the other people. No, you're being disingenuous. You and outright lying. So this whooping feet, he's always on here. Kendrick fan. He said,
Amazon wants to ban this charger, but there's nothing they can do about it. Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants.
You said it aged bad, but didn't explain how, because it's a year old and still getting 30 times more streams than Chance's album that came out 2 months ago. It's on a worldwide stadium tour and people still remixing the songs and it's being played every day. What aged bad? It's just that it's been out a year and you listen to the new music, which comes out every Friday. Just say you listen to the new music. You don't have to try to make up propaganda to prop up the artist that came on your show, because Champ's album aged bad the second week after it was released. Damn. No, but the sentiment in this comment is definitely for certain. Like, you could have said you feeling Chance's album without saying Kendrick's album GNX aged badly, because it didn't. It didn't. And then again, he didn't say I. He said we, nigga. Can we be honest? No. Look, and this person said the same thing. You said we. Everybody don't feel like that. It's a year old and it's still charting. The album is amazing, and if he wins, he deserves it. He won an Emmy off his Super Bowl performance, mostly GNX songs. This is hip hop. It's competition. Let these artists compete, and that's like the main factor, right?
That's why I don't get GNX has not aged bad at all. Kendrick right now is the artist in 2025 with the most. He's the top artist with the main with the record with that sells the most. Luther right now already sold 6.1 million. He is the top artist, not even the number one rapper, the number one artist. And that followed by Lady Gaga with Die With A Smile. In the top 20, he already has 4 records with the most sales. That includes Luther, Not Like Us, TV Off, Squabble Up. In the top 20 alone, he is the only rapper right now. That's not even including the whole top 100, because he has other songs in top 100. And he is the only rapper right now that has 5 to 6 songs that are currently receiving 1 million daily streams a day. The only rapper. And most of those songs are from GNX. Where is GNX being? Oh my God, I can't take it. I can't take it.
Like, nigga, this ain't a motherfucking Kumbaya circle. Like, what the fuck, y'all want some sort of circle jerk or something? Like, man, we here to compete. I'm here for my career. I'm not here to give shit away. Now, I will say this, and one of y'all said this in the comments. We both share the same sentiment that if the Clips won, Kendrick, I think part of Kendrick would prefer for them to win because he fucks with them like that. So I think Kendrick's at the point like, look, if I win, I win. I deserve it. But if I would rather have anybody win over me, it would be the Clips. So I think genuinely he would rather see the Clips win over him. But that would be the only ones. But let's make no mistake about it either. That's not to say that they would deserve it necessarily more than him, because he puts in the work as well. But that's just because of their relationship. So this person said, also, yes, you champion him for his wins, but the GNX age bad take coming right after, I'm tired of the Kendrick headlines take, makes it seem like your takes aren't about the music, but person and brand. Nah, I think y'all just have recency bias. GNX carried hip hop solely from November 2024 to July 2025, 8 whole months. The album that y'all are saying should be awarded over GNX hasn't even had time to age. Clip's album came out only 3 months ago, and Chance's album came out 2 months ago. Of
Exactly.
course, you listening to those albums more than an album that's a year old. It's so crazy to bring up age as a factor. The issue is y'all want to see people do good. Y'all just don't want them to be great. Oh my goodness, ain't that the truth? This man took 5 years off. Y'all complain, and every time he pops out, he takes the air out of the room for everybody else, and y'all hate that. So nah, I hope he stays on y'all next and keep winning. And look, this comment right here gets the
Yep.
motherfucking award, man. Because I ain't even read this shit. And this is exactly what I just said, like not a
Yep.
couple minutes ago.
True.
This fucking comment right here. These niggas complain and whine and cry about how he ain't this and he disappeared and he ain't present. And then every time he comes out, he does something big and they hate it. And then that's what makes it come off as hating. Because you just can't give a straight up genuine comment. There always got to be a but, but check this out and but this and never just a man. Look, I got to give credit to the brother because he's one of the only rappers in history that can take these long ass breaks and come back, not only be relevant, but be great.
Yep.
Not only make a good song, but be great, bro. Like that's what make the shit sound crazy. Hating is speaking negatively on someone something for no apparent reason and trying to take away its worth or impact, all because you have someone something that you prefer to be better. That's exactly what you did to Kendrick Lamar's album GNX. Instead of just saying Chance's album is your choice, you decided to speak down on GNX to push your weak ass stance on Chance's album to get a Grammy award. Goofy, we don't respect that, and you ain't a real one. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. No, he out of pocket.
All right, so we're gonna stop right here. It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy. What do y'all think about this whole thing? About this whole narrative they pushing on Kendrick, about the hate train that Kendrick is getting right now. Y'all think it's fair? Y'all think it's not fair? I don't think it's fair at all. But anyways, y'all go ahead and comment down below. And until next time, see y'all later.